hi, my name is Sin, and I do this, da 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 da. Like you're pitching. What's up? It's your girl Sin. So we're back with a chit chat, and don't mind my room. Oh my god, let me zoom up. Yeah, I got them clothes over there. Been sitting on my couch for a minute. But anyway, so we're gonna have a little chit chat about some things I've learned since college, and if you would like to stick around and hear those things, it may be beneficial for you, or maybe you've been through the same things and recognize the same things as I have, then you might want to go ahead and stick around and comment and let's chat about it. Okay, so the first thing I've learned since like living on and being in college is, you know, it's a great experience based off of, you know, making friends. You're an adult, but you're not quite the adult. You know, it's kind of like that good little medium. You know, if I can go back, I would be like a college student again. And the reason being is because you're so carefree, right? And you have no parents. This is for people who stayed on campus. So you're so carefree, no rules, nothing at all. The only thing you got to do is just show up to class, make sure you pass, and then you're out, did it, and leave. So it's a great experience just to be able to meet people, you know, get the sense of who you are, and who you kind of want to be, link up with the people that you kind of want to link up with. Living on campus is like being able to do whatever you want without having to pay bills, you know. Run the electricity bill up, run that water, everything. You can have all types of parties as long as, you know, ain't nobody coming to shut it down. So it's a time where like you can literally live your best life and have no bills, like, and make all sorts of friends that are thinking about doing this, that, and a third in the world. So, you know, I think like I would say taking that opportunity to network would be beneficial for anybody who's either in college or about to graduate. Like, network with these people, because you never know what's going to happen after college. Because truth to be told, after college, it's like send you on your way to adulthood. Oh, I can't speak. Adulthood. So yeah, so after that, you know, I've learned that it's more important to keep in contact with those people that you've, you know, went to college with. And, you know, it's not just all fun and partying, although it's very much fun because you have no responsibilities. But it's also good to keep in contact with the people that you made friends with or associates with, maybe went to events with, so you can take that, you know, out of college. Another thing is that it's okay to like not use your degree. There's so many people that has degrees and not even using them. And well, the funny thing is because for me, like, I went to school for fashion, right? And when I went to school for fashion, it was so annoying. Like, it literally made me not want to be a part of fashion. I ended up actually going into like videography, a little bit of photography and stuff like that. So I kind of dibble dabbled here and there. But circling back out of college, I ended up creating my own line, which is called Calypso Black. And it's all chill clothes. It's funny because I wanted it to be like club wear. And I realized that like I'm not really a club goer, so it's not really meaningful for me. So I switched it to that, from that to loungewear, streetwear. That's more of me. If you ever see me, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see me in a shirt, sweatpants, if it's the season, a hoodie, whatever the case is. I'm not your girl to be dressed up to the nines all the time. I'm not. But, you know, and getting back to what I was saying is that, you know, it's actually okay that if you're not using your degree, because at some point you may pivot into something else that you find more passion in. And the older generation kind of like makes it like a stickler, like, oh, you went to college for this and you got your degree in that, why are you not going for it? Well, truth be told, because people coming out of college, you need the experience in order to get the job. And if you don't land a freaking internship, which how many people are actually getting internships in college? I don't know, we'll have to check the statistics on that. But the simple fact that people aren't getting those and aren't getting guaranteed jobs is ridiculous. So, you know, it's great. That's why I say, like, the living on campus part is more of an experience for like people to get that good little medium before going from the house to like living on their own. Like they can have like that good little medium of adulting, you know. So anyway, because I kind of felt like so pressured to, I gotta be a designer and I gotta be this and I gotta be that. Like, I'm doing what makes me happy. I liked filming my content on YouTube. I like taking somewhat pictures. I'm more of a person that likes to take pictures of other people than rather take my own pictures. I don't know, but you know, I like other creative things. I'm not just a girl who likes fashion, and it's only to a certain extent that I like fashion. It's not. I wouldn't consider myself a fashion girl. I like certain looks that I feel like that's more of my style, and that's it. I'm not really too much on the branching out thing. If you ask any of my friends, they can vouch for me. So anyway, moving on from that, like I said, networking is very important, and I'm kind of learning this now. Like, I should have known that then, but yeah, connecting with people, because you never know what somebody does for a living, and you don't never know like what a small conversation can actually do for your life. So, and it doesn't even have to be right away like, hi, my name is Sin and I do this, da, 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 like you're pitching. You know, sometimes it could be just a casual conversation. All that to say is, for those who are watching, definitely network, including myself. I'm speaking to myself too, is to continue to network, talk to these people. It is very much nerve-wracking speaking to new people, because they're gonna be like, why are you talking to me? But you'd be surprised how many people actually want to speak and don't mind giving up information. Not everybody's gatekeepers, okay? So yeah, definitely networking is something that I've learned since college. A lot of things that you learn in school, you don't really use them in real life. And I think we've all known these. Like, I know this because like we've had conversations. Well, I mean, I've had conversations with like my friends and stuff. One second. Now being at the age that I am, I don't think that I've literally used like 10 things. We all know about the whole situation when it comes to math. Math, it should be basic, and it is very much basic in the adult world. Like, we're not using trigonometry and all that stuff every day. We're not. And by the way, we have iPhones now. Thank you. So, and just like little stuff, I think they should have incorporated real life into like college. I get like high school and all that stuff, maybe not introduce, maybe high school like credit, and then once you get to college, real life scenarios that we're actually gonna have to like deal with, you know, financing, because now everybody's on financial literacy. Why didn't we have classes like that in college? So anything that you can learn is right here on YouTube, and anything that you can learn, you could talk to somebody about it. Like, you know, at school, if you don't get the gist, I think school is like a gimmick. I only think that it's really important for people who are going to be like a nurse, doctor, lawyer, any of those things where it requires you to have to do like 4 years or 6, 7, 8 years, then yes, go to college for that. But like getting business communications, why do you have classes now on YouTube? There's no reason for people to be going to college, coming out in debt. Sorry for the little rant. Obviously, I'm very passionate about the things that they didn't teach us, because if that was the case, I wouldn't have went. I could have started my own line. I could have looked up all this stuff on YouTube, because I was already on YouTube. I'm a big YouTube lover. So all the information is there. Yeah. So another thing is that the people that you meet, and this is also even for like high schoolers and stuff like that, people that you meet, even when it comes into like dating guys and stuff like that, they may or may not be in your life for the rest of your life. You know, people say, well, my mom always told me that people will be lucky to actually have one best friend, maybe two, for the rest of their life. And I mean, like, life changes after college, because real life starts to set in. Like, real bills start to set in. You know, your point of view start to change. What you value start to change. Like, hanging with friends every weekend is maybe not your biggest priority anymore. You know, maybe having to like work on your career is more at the top of the totem pole. Maybe sometimes, you know, being in a relationship is not your top priority thing. Sometimes you have to work on yourself. And I think at some point, what hit me is around like 26 is where, wow, I'm feeling like I'm getting older. But how old I am now, I'm like, wow, I'm really like, I'm getting up there. Like, you know, so my thought process and my values are totally different from when I was in college. In college, it was just like the carefree sin, let's live life to the edge, whatever can go, blase. But now being an adult, you know, you have to cherish the people that are around you. Keep the people that are around you that are good for you and that have good intentions for you. That's what I will say. And believe people the first time. I've met so many people in my life that I don't speak to them anymore. And that's okay. I may see them on Instagram, but that's fine. Like, and back then we was like this, but now it's like my life path is going this way now, and yours is going this way. So, and if we meet again, we meet again. But I realized that sometimes people have a blessing to give you, you know, or you could say lessons to give you along the way while you grow up, and give you that gem, and then maybe it's time to leave. It's time to move on to the next, or whatever the case is. You may be that person that has to drop a gem to somebody else, and then your season's done with that person. So cherish these people while you have them, as long as they're good to you and you're good to them. Yeah. What else would I would say? Dudes, girl, dudes, oh my god, come and go. They come and go. He is not gonna be your last. He is not. Especially being in college. The probability of that happening and being your last, I'm sorry, it's very slim. Because real life hasn't set in. You haven't gone through, you know, changes in your life enough to say this is my person for life. I thought that somebody was gonna be my forever boo, and he was not. And then I thought someone else was my forever boo, which he was not. And also, I've learned a lot of lessons as well with that. I've learned patience, how to be patient with people, how to not be so hard like hot-headed and to like respond rather than digest what they're saying and really marinate on it before I actually come back and respond. So I've learned to like chill out, let me walk away, let me sit here and think about what you said before I just snap back and say what I gotta say. So I've learned those things. I've learned how to love a person and their style rather than my style, which is the love languages. I've also learned that it's easier to probably be with someone who has some of the same love languages as you do. I learned the difference from giving love and receiving love as well. So I've learned some things within the time frame of college and now with guys. And there's different caliber of men that you meet, and I've met quite a bit, you know. Also, another thing I've learned since college is that it's okay to date. It's okay to date multiple men at once. That doesn't mean that you have to literally be sleeping with all of them. It does not mean that. It means that this guy, you know, we have good chemistry. This guy, we have fun. As far as like, you know, our dates are very fun. This guy makes me feel sexy. This guy makes me feel really wanted. This guy shows me the attention that I really want. You know, you be able to get the little bowl and see what you want, you know, and then you start flicking them off based off of what they do. So ladies, keep your options open. And I was just talking to my friend about this, like, it's easier to date multiple people or multiple guys, girls, whatever. It's easier to do that because your attention is not going to be locked in on one person. Then it becomes like an obsession. Then well, not obsession, but like it becomes, what am I trying to say? When you're locked in on one person, your attention is all on them. Oh, when you're laser focused on somebody, right, all your attention goes to that person, obviously. So now your feelings start to grow at a rapid rate. Which may not even be true feelings because all you're doing is you're spending time with that one person. So therefore, you may be getting into a relationship that you don't need to be into. So I've learned that dating different people at the same time is more beneficial to me. And I would encourage for women to try it because, and obviously women are doing it, but I'm encouraging more to do it. You know, try a hand at multiple guys, see who has to offer, what they have to offer, and enjoy your time. Like I said, you don't have to like sleep with all of them. You don't even have to sleep with none of them. You don't owe them anything. And understand that they don't owe you anything either. But dating should be fun. It should be free. It should be just living your life. And not a lot of stipulations on dating. Like, people I think are just overcomplicating it for no reason. Like, we're here to have a good time. We're here to see if we actually like each other and then move on, like, to whatever next step that you guys want to do. Like, just have fun with it. Family has become very important to me because when I was younger, friends was more important, and it's bad to say that, but like I think we all go through that stage where friends are like, I want to be around friends all the time, and let me sleep over, and let me do this and let me do that, and be around them all the time. But now, like, being an adult, family is more important to me. Now also being an older sister, and I want to do like another segment of like the struggles sometimes of being an older sister, but my older sister, you know, realizing that I need to be there for them. They're coming up on, you know, things that I went through. It's weird to see that they literally are doing the same thing I've been doing. So it's like, you know, and then boys are coming into the picture, boyfriends, friend drama, what else? Fights. Girl, I got a story time for you. So yeah, I feel like family is more important the more you grow up. And also issues, another thing I've learned is that address issues right away. Don't let them fester inside, because then you come up with your own conclusions. Like, you know, most people are like, oh, I don't want to, you know, deal with that. I don't want to, like, deal with that negativity, da 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 da. But inside, you're still holding on to those things, and the person doesn't even know. They're out living their best life. So it's better to deal with things straight on. Now, give it like a day or two if you want to, like, a reasonable response. And instead of like going straight at it with the drama, sometimes a day or two is okay to step away and evaluate how you want to come about the situation, and just talk about it. Because I think right now a lot of people need to address things from the past and let it go. And then also I feel like people, we have a tendency to hold on to self-guilt, and then sometimes we place it on other people when we need to deal and heal before we encounter another person, if that makes sense. I don't know. But what I'm saying is to address problems head on instead of just prolonging it until you just now have a situation where now you're just spazzing on everybody. Now your mama got it, your cat got it, your dog got it, you know, your little guppy, your sister, your brother, your grandmother, everybody's just getting it. But it's from stuff from the past, you know? So deal with it then than later, and you'll feel so much better exhaling from it. You will, trust me. There are things now that I'm talking about, you know, that I feel more comfortable saying than I did before. Having uncomfortable conversations. Another thing is that have these uncomfortable conversations with whoever you need to have them with. You know, not everything's a happy-go-lucky dandy situation. Not everything is always going to be pleasant. Sometimes you got to get in the mud and have these conversations in order to heal and move on. So that way, you know, you're not hurting anybody else because you didn't want to process what you needed to process. So I definitely will vouch for that. What's another thing that I've learned? I've started to learn, I'll say now, is to put yourself first. If it doesn't serve you right, then it's okay to let it go. I've learned that. It's okay to let things go, even if it doesn't make sense at the moment, but it will later. Your intuition, that inner voice will let you know, this is not good for me anymore, or, you know, I shouldn't be here, or we might have to take a break, or whatever the case is. I gotta not take that career path. Let me go over here with it. You know, I've learned that if it doesn't serve you right, then it's okay to let go. Yeah. So there's a lot of other things that I've learned, but I don't want to make this a long, dragged out conversation. But if you've learned some things, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to your girl's channel. Yeah. And I'll see you guys in the next video.